Welcome to Easy English Talks podcast.
Hello, my friends. Let me tell you something that might change the way you think about English. Did you know that the English language has over 170,000 words? Yes, that is a lot. Now let me ask you a simple question. Do you really think you need to know all those words to speak well? The answer is no, you do not. Here is the good news. You can speak clear, natural, and confident English with only 500 words. Yes, only 500 simple words. In this video, we will talk about how you can do this. I will show you why old ways of learning do not work, how English really works in daily life, and how 500 words are enough for you to talk about your day, your work, and your feelings. No difficult grammar, no stress, just easy thinking and smart practice. So please stay with me until the end. By the time we finish, your fear of English will be much smaller. Take a deep breath, relax, and let us begin. Part 1. The big problem with old learning. First, we need to understand one important thing. Why does English feel so hard for so many people? Most learners think the problem is they do not know enough words, but this is not true. The real problem is not the number of words. The real problem is the way they learn. Let me explain simply. English has over 170,000 words, but even native speakers do not use all of them. A normal person uses only about 2,000 to 3,000 words in everyday life. And here is the surprising part. Most daily conversations use only a small group of words again and again. Words like I, you, we, go, come, do, make, good, bad, happy, sad. These are the words that appear in almost every sentence. So, speaking English well is not about knowing many words, it is about using a small number of words in many different ways. Think about a child learning to speak. Does the child study a big book of words? No. The child hears the same easy words every day. The child repeats the same simple sentences. This is how language grows, not by memorizing, but by using. Now, what are these 500 words? They are the words we use most often in daily life. Words like I, you, he, she. Easy action words like eat, drink, work, sleep. Simple describing words like big, small, good, bad. Common words like time, home, food, money. With these words, you can make thousands of sentences. For example, I go home. You go work. We eat food. The same words, but different meanings.
Here is a very important point. Speaking well does not mean using big or fancy words. Speaking well means being able to talk without stopping and without fear. This happens when your brain feels safe. Your brain feels safe when the words are familiar. That is why using only 500 words is so powerful. It removes the pressure.
Think about it. When you try to use a big word you are not sure about, what happens? You stop. You think too much. You feel nervous. But when you use simple words, you speak faster. You feel calm. This is the magic of 500 words. They take away fear and build your confidence. Always remember, English is a tool, not a test. You are not trying to impress anyone. You are trying to share your ideas. And 500 words are enough to share your ideas. In the next part, I will show you how sentence patterns work with these words. You will see how you can make many sentences without learning new words. Please stay with me.
Part 2. The secret of sentence patterns. Now let me share the biggest secret of speaking English easily. It is called sentence patterns. Think of sentence patterns as roads. Words are like cars. If the road is smooth, the car drives easily. If there is no road, the car gets stuck. This is how English works. Many learners collect many words, but they do not have the roads to use them. That is why they know words, but cannot speak. Listen carefully. You do not need a huge number of words. You need a few strong sentence patterns. Let me show you the most useful ones.
Hello there. Pattern 1. I want to. This pattern is very powerful. With just this one pattern, you can say many things. I want to eat. I want to sleep. I want to learn English. I want to go home. Same pattern, different actions. Pattern 2. I need to. This is used every single day. I need to go. I need to study. I need to rest. I need to call my friend.
Pattern 3. I am going to. This pattern is for the future. I am going to eat. I am going to work. I am going to learn English. I am going to sleep. Pattern 4. I like to. This pattern talks about things you enjoy. I like to read. I like to cook. I like to talk with friends. I like to learn English.
Pattern 5. I have to. This pattern talks about things you must do. I have to work. I have to wake up early. I have to study. I have to go now. Stop for a moment and think. With only 5 sentence patterns and some easy action words, you can speak hundreds of sentences. This is the secret. Why does this work? Your brain loves patterns. When your brain sees the same shape again and again, it starts to feel natural. You stop thinking about grammar. You just speak. This is what fluency really is. Fluency is not speaking fast. Fluency is speaking smoothly without stopping to think. Many learners make a common mistake. They study many grammar rules, but they never open their mouth to speak. The grammar stays in the book. It never reaches the mouth. But sentence patterns go straight into your speaking. This is why native speakers do not think about grammar rules. They think in patterns. Let us practice slowly. Listen and repeat after me in your mind. I want to eat. I need to eat. I am going to eat. I like to eat. I have to eat. Do you see? The same word eat is used in all of them, but each sentence has a different feeling.
Now, imagine doing this practice for just 10 minutes every day. Your mouth gets trained. Your fear starts to disappear. This is why 500 words are enough, because you use them again and again in these patterns. Repetition builds confidence. Confidence builds fluency.
In the next part, we will see how to use these words in real daily situations: morning, work, home, and talking to people. Please stay with me. Part 3. Using 500 words in real life. Now, let us take our 500 words and use them in real life. Because English is not for textbooks. English is for living. Many people study English, but they do not live in English. Today, we will change that. Listen carefully. Your daily life is already full of things to talk about. Morning, work, home, people, feelings. You do not need special topics. You just need to use English for your normal day. Let us start with the morning. In the morning, you can say, I wake up. I feel tired. I drink water. I want coffee. I get ready for work. These are very easy sentences, but they are real.
Now let us go to work or school. You can say, I go to work. I go to class. I feel busy. I have a lot to do. I need a break. Simple words, but they work. Now let us talk about talking to people. You might say, I need help. Can you help me? I have a question. I do not understand. Please say that again. These sentences use very small words, but they are useful everywhere.
Now, let us talk about feelings. This is very important. Many learners know object words, but cannot express how they feel. With 500 words, you can say, I feel happy. I feel sad. I feel tired. I feel nervous. I feel good. People will understand you. Communication happens. Now let us talk about the past. Many learners are afraid of past tense, but do not worry. Easy English still works. You can say, yesterday I go to work. Yesterday I feel tired. Is this perfect grammar? No. But is it clear? Yes, it is clear. People will understand what you mean. Now let us talk about the future. You can say, tomorrow I go to work. Tomorrow I study English. Next week I visit my family. Easy and clear. This is what we call survival English. And survival English is fluency. Because fluency means being understood. Let me tell you something very important. People do not judge your grammar. They judge your confidence. When you speak without fear, people listen to you. They do not care if you made a small mistake. Here is your daily exercise. Choose one daily situation, maybe morning, or work, or home. Then speak 5 sentences out loud about that situation. Do not write them down. Speak them. Your mouth must do the work. This is how fluency grows. Remember, you are not just learning English. You are training your mouth. And 500 words are enough for this training. In the next part, I will show you how to practice these 500 words every day without stress. Let us go to part 4.
Part 4. How to practice without stress. Now we must talk about practice, because without practice, nothing changes. Many people watch English videos, but they do not speak. Watching is easy. Speaking is hard. But speaking is what makes you better.
Listen carefully. You do not need 1 hour or 2 hours. You only need 10 minutes every day. But you must do it every day. Doing something daily is more important than doing a lot once a week. Let me show you a very easy daily practice plan. First, choose 10 words from your 500 words. Just 10. Second, make 5 sentences with those words. Say them out loud. Do not whisper. Do not think too much. Just let the words come out. Third, say the same sentences for 3 days in a row. Yes, 3 days. Repeating the same thing many times builds memory in your mouth. Your mouth learns the movements. Here is another strong method. It is called shadowing. Listen to a short sentence. Stop the audio. Say the sentence again, trying to copy the sound. For example, you hear, "I want to learn English." You stop and say, "I want to learn English." This trains your mouth and your brain together. Now let me warn you about one mistake. Many learners want to see results very fast, but language learning is slow, and slow is strong. When you speak slowly, you speak clearly. Speaking clearly builds your confidence.
Now, let us talk about mistakes. Mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are your teachers. Every mistake means you are trying. If you wait until you can speak perfectly, you will never speak at all. So, speak even if you make mistakes.
Remember this rule. Never learn a word by itself. Always learn a word in a sentence. A word alone is weak. A word in a sentence is strong. For example, do not just learn eat. Learn I eat breakfast. Do not just learn go. Learn I go to work. Now let me ask you, can you speak 10 sentences every day? Yes, you can. And with 500 words, those 10 sentences are easy to make. In the next part, I will explain how your confidence grows when your word list is small and how fear slowly goes away. Please stay with me. Part 5. How fear disappears. Now, let us talk about fear. Fear is the biggest problem for English learners. Most people do not fail because of words. They fail because of fear. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of what people will think. Fear of sounding silly. Listen carefully. Fear does not come from English. Fear comes from pressure. When you try to speak perfect English, your brain freezes, your mouth closes. But when you use easy English, your brain feels safe. This is very important. Your brain needs to feel safe to speak. This is why 500 words work so well. They reduce the pressure. You already know these words, so your brain says, I am safe. I can do this. Let me explain confidence. Confidence does not come from knowing many things. Confidence comes from doing the same thing many times. The more you repeat, the more confident you become, even if your English is simple. Think about a child. A child speaks with mistakes. The child says, I good to store. But the child speaks with confidence. Why? Because the child is not afraid. Now, let us talk about other people. Many learners think people will laugh at them, but this is usually not true. Most people respect others who are trying to learn. And if someone does laugh, they are not important. Your goal is to share your thoughts, not to be perfect.
Here is a confidence exercise for you. Stand alone in your room. Speak 5 sentences about your day. For example, today I wake up. I feel good. I go to work. I eat lunch. I come home. I rest. Very easy, but very powerful. Say the same little story every day for a week. Your confidence will grow. You will feel more sure of yourself.
Remember, fluency is not speaking fast. Fluency is speaking comfortably. When you feel comfortable, you speak more. When you speak more, you get better. Here is one strong truth. You will never feel 100% ready. Feeling ready comes after you start speaking, not before. So start today with your 500 words.
In the next part, I will show you how to build a daily English routine that really works. Let us go to part 6. Part 6, your simple daily routine. Now, let us build an easy daily English routine, because routine creates results. Many people study English, but they do not have a plan. Without a plan, progress is slow. Listen carefully. This routine is very simple. Anyone can do it, even with a busy life.
First part, morning. In the morning, do not open a book. Do not write. Just speak. Speak for 5 minutes about anything. Talk about your sleep, your plans, your feelings. For example, today I wake up early. I feel a little tired. I want to drink coffee. I will go to work. Very easy.
Second part, daytime. During the day, listen. Listen to slow English. It can be a podcast, a video, or an audio lesson. Do not try to understand every word. Just let the English come into your ears. Your brain is learning, even when you are not thinking about it.
Third part, night. At night, speak again for 5 minutes. Talk about your day. What did you do? How do you feel? For example, today I worked a lot. I feel tired now. I ate good food. I learned some English. I am happy. Here is the most important rule. Use the same words every day. This is very important. Do not try to learn new words every day. Say the same words again and again. Repetition is the mother of fluency.
Let me tell you about a common mistake. Many learners change their method all the time. Today, they watch one teacher. Tomorrow, they try a different way. This creates confusion. Choose one way and stay with it for a while. Remember, your goal is not fast progress. Your goal is steady progress. Slow but daily. This always wins in the end. Why does this routine work? Morning speaking wakes up your mouth. Daytime listening feeds your mind. Night speaking locks the learning into your memory. This is complete training. Now, let me ask you, can you give 10 to 15 minutes a day to English? Yes, you can. And 15 minutes a day with 500 words is very powerful.
In the next part, I will explain why you should stop trying to learn big words and how easy English makes you fluent faster. Part 7. Why easy English makes you fluent faster. Now let us talk about why easy English is the best way. Many learners think that big words make them sound smart, but this is not true. Using the right simple words at the right time makes you sound natural.
Listen to this. When you use a big word wrong, it sounds strange. But when you use a small word correctly, it sounds perfect. Native speakers use small words most of the time. They say get more than receive. They say start more than commence. They say help more than assist. So if you want to sound like a native speaker, use the words they use, and the words they use most are your 500 words. Here is another point. Easy English is faster to say. There is no need to stop and think. The words come out smoothly. This makes your speaking flow better. And when your speaking flows, people enjoy listening to you. Now let us think about memory. It is easier to remember a small number of words that you use every day. If you try to remember 5,000 words, you will forget most of them. But if you focus on 500 words and use them daily, they will stay in your mind forever.
Think about your own language. You do not use all the words in your language. You use a small group of words every day. English is the same. So why learn words you will never use? Here is my advice. Stop running after new words. Start mastering the words you already know. Learn to use them in every situation. This is the secret to real fluency.
Now we are at the end of this lesson. Before you go, I want you to remember one thing. English is not magic. It is not a talent that some people have and others do not. English is a skill, and every skill grows with small, daily practice. Today, you learned a big truth. English has over 170,000 words, but you do not need all of them. You only need the right ones. And 500 words are enough to speak clearly, daily, and with confidence. Do not wait for perfect English. Perfect English does not exist. Start with easy English. Speak slowly. Speak calmly. Speak every day. Even 5 sentences a day is a good start. Remember, your goal is not to show off. Your goal is to share your thoughts, and you can share your thoughts with easy words.
Now let me ask you, will you close this video and do nothing? Or will you start your English journey today? The choice is yours. If this lesson helped you, even a little, please like this video. Share it with someone who feels afraid of English, and subscribe to Easy English, the podcast. Here we learn English slowly, calmly, and with confidence. Thank you so much for listening. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and I will see you in the next video.